Hello and welcome back to the next peppersode. Today we are going to be making 3 ferments. Have everything arranged by color here. We're going to be doing a red with a beet, and we've got yellow with a yellow bell and some carrots, a bunch of habaneros there. Here is our yellow plate. We've got the yellow bell pepper. We've got a bunch of peach ghost, peach bane strain, several other yellow varieties there. And as always, everything has been washed and everything has been star sand. So the first thing I'm gonna do, like usual, is I'm gonna pick out the pods I want to save seeds from to grow. And we're gonna get started. Alright, so I got all the seeds that I wanted out of there, and I'm just cutting up the rest of these. They're all halved at the moment. Here in a sec, I'm just going to give them a rough chop so that there's no air pockets in the brine. Alright, I'm going to cut up this bell pepper and remove the seeds and pith. This will add some sweetness and some color to our fermentation. Alright, now we're going to fill our jar. We're going to start with the smallest first. Put our garlic in there. And our ginger has already made it in there. So I'm going to put the larger pieces of bell pepper on top just to discourage the rest of it from floating up. I've also pre-mixed a sea salt brine, a 3% sea salt brine. Now I'm going to add a glass fermentation weight. We're just going to make sure that we keep everything submerged below the brine there. I ordered these from Amazon. Now I am going to take my lid. These have a grommet here. We're going to put a bubbler in there. Get this with some star sand. I tested the pH of this earlier to make sure it was still good. pH should be pretty low. It should be around 2.4. And again, star sand is food safe at the proper pH. Just gonna give that a once over. All right, so here is our red plate. All right, now we're gonna fill our red jar. I'm gonna go with the smallest stuff first. Some rough chopped garlic. And we're also gonna put in some beets. And top it off with some brine. I'm actually going to drain a little bit of this off because that will overflow when fermentation starts if I don't. All right, got that drained off. So now I'm going to put our lid on. All right, here is our orange plate. We are not gonna save any seeds from this because these are just orange habaneros, an orange bell pepper, a couple carrots for color, and some garlic and ginger. Now I'm gonna fill the jar for the orange ferment. All right, next I will add in the ginger and the garlic. And lastly, the largest pieces, the orange bell pepper. I'm gonna add the brine. And now I'm gonna hit this glass away with a little star sand. Push that down. I'm gonna remove anything that's floating from the top. Also gonna drain off a little bit of this brine so that it doesn't overflow when the fermentation process starts. All right, so here's all the ferments that we have going currently. These two are our oldest. These were put in here on 6/19 of 21, so right at 2 weeks. You can see that everything has sunk to the bottom. It has submerged, and there is a white film at the bottom, and that's basically all of the spent lactobacillus. So that's looking really good. All right, here are the two that we started last week, and you can see it's still floating. The brine is cloudy, that's fine. Everything's looking good. There have been lots of little bitty bubbles. Maybe you can even see some of them escaping to the top there, the CO2. But both of these look excellent. And then tonight, we have started these. We've labeled them according to batch number and put the date on them. So here is our orange ferment, here is our red ferment, and here is our yellow. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll check in on these next week.